In this Tools in 10, we'll explore what arm tapping is, its importance, and give you step by step instructions for teaching children how to use this practical strategy for writing. Let's start with answering the question, what is arm tapping? Arm tapping is a gross motor technique that we use continuously in the brain friendly reading program, and it helps children to develop phonetic segmentation, which simply means breaking a word into its individual sounds. This technique, when done regularly, trains the brain to hear the individual sounds in words. It gives children lots of practice with listening to whole words and breaking them into their individual sounds. This strategy, in turn, prepares them for spelling. Why is arm tapping such an important strategy? Well, it helps the brain with the orthographic mapping process. This is the process of attaching a sequence of sounds in the spoken language to the letters in the written language, and then attaching that to meaning before storing the word in long term memory for retrieval later. A mapped word becomes a sight word, which the child can read with ease. So, for this process to happen, the first step is listening to the sounds in our spoken language. For example, we hear the word duck and we listen to the individual sounds sequenced in the word. We hear d at the beginning, in the middle, and k at the end. Then we attach that sequence of sounds to the letters in our written language. We hear d and write the letter D. Then we hear and write the letter U. And finally, we hear and write either C, K, or CK after thinking about the spelling rule for CK. Finally, we store the written word in long term memory so we can retrieve it later. A mapped word becomes a word that we can read with ease. There are three key BFR instructional strategies that work in concert to support all of the skills the child needs to have in order to orthographically map words. They are chart tapping, which builds letter sound correspondences, arm tapping, which helps children hear and segment individual sounds in words, and explicitly teaching isolated skills followed by engaging word study activities. We use all of these strategies continuously throughout the program as we explicitly teach each new skill. Teaching a child how to arm tap involves these three steps. The child extends the arm that they write with. You can have them pretend to hold a pencil to know which arm that is. Then they take their other hand and put it on the shoulder of the arm that's extended. They say a word and then tap their shoulder, their elbow, and their wrist as they say the beginning, middle, and ending sound. So it looks like this. The word is jam. The child says the word jam. Then they think about the beginning sound, j, say it, and tap their shoulder. The middle sound, ah, and tap their elbow. And the ending sound, and tap their wrist. Jam. It's important to note that even after teaching a child to arm tap, we don't stop doing it and we never stop modeling it, even with older children. When we teach a new skill, we always arm tap words. It's right on the lesson planning page. First, we teach a mini lesson on the skill. Then we model how to arm tap a word with that new skill. And then we arm tap 4 to 8 words with the students, all orally only, so the student is not looking at any words. We follow a sequence of progression when teaching arm tapping. For young children, we do it all oral. There is no writing. We introduce the technique by modeling the strategy with children. The Secret Decoder game is a fun activity that helps prepare young children for arm tapping as the instructor models it. This activity will help children train their brains to hear all the sounds in a familiar word. It also will tell you if a child is ready to read words in print. You're going to start by gathering 3 to 5 small objects or pictures of objects that are single syllable words that have 3 sounds. And then you're going to tell the children what the objects are. Look, I have a mat, a rat, and a bag. And you can explain any unfamiliar objects or unfamiliar words. You can then invite the children to name the objects. Then you're going to say, I'm going to say a name of an object in code. See if you can tell what object I'm saying. B, a, g, b, a, g. You're going to stretch those sounds to support that blending. Did you see the bag? That's right. The next object is m, a, mat. Did you guess the mat? You got it. And you're going to continue arm tapping objects until I guess them. And when you play this game regularly, you will know when a child is ready to read and blend words together in print when they're able to hear ah and blend those sounds orally together to say the word cap. Another activity that prepares children for arm tapping is called initial consonant sort. This activity isolates the difficulty by focusing on just a few letters and just their initial sounds. Initially, work with just 2 letters to limit the difficulty, and when the child is ready, you can add more. The objective is to have the child sort a group of pictures that begin with those 2 sounds. The child turns over 1 picture at a time, says the picture name, listens to the initial sound, and then places the picture in the correct column underneath the letter. They continue doing this until they have sorted all of the pictures. Now, there is a tools and test that demonstrates this activity, and you can scan the QR code at the bottom to access this video. Now, when a child is ready to begin writing words, we start by teaching them how to arm tap and write single syllable words first. The Training Companion Guide has a script for 2 choices. On the left is a script for arm tapping and writing on paper, whiteboard, or an assault tray for children who are ready to write and can write with relative ease. On the right is a script for arm tapping and building words with letter tiles for young children who are still learning to write or for older children who struggle with handwriting. Again, we model and practice. When arm tapping and writing on paper, the teacher will first say the word and the child will repeat it. The word is grab. Say the word back, grab. Let's arm tap it together. Grab, grab. Let's tap it again while the child writes it. Grr, ah, b. Let's read our word, grab. Using prompts like what is at the beginning, what is in the middle, and what is at the end will provide the student with support and help them to learn how to isolate each sound. The next word is slam. The child repeats the word slam. Let's put it on our arm. Slam. What do you hear at the beginning? Sl. Let's write it. What do you hear in the middle? Ah. Let's write it. What do you hear at the end? Let's write it. And let's read our word. Slam. To arm tap and build words with letter tiles or magnetic letters, you would simply dictate a word. The word is grab. We're going to arm tap it together. Grab, grab. And then we're going to build the word 1 sound at a time. What do we hear at the beginning? Grr. Ah. What do we hear at the end? B. B. Grab. And if a child put the wrong sound in the middle, then we're going to say, let's read our word. Grab. That's right. The word is grab. What says Ah, we can bring out our short vowels chart. Oh, A says ah. Now let's read our word grab. There's also a 7-step script in the training companion guide for arm tapping and writing words that have more than one syllable. It also includes an alternate script for steps 1 and 2 for words that have schwa vowels. You have this script on page 18 that tells you how to arm tap and write 2-syllable words. Our first word is magnet. Say the word back. Magnet. We're going to pound the syllables. Magnet. What's the first syllable? Mag. Let's arm tap and write m, a, g. Mag. Let's pound it again. Magnet. What's the second syllable? Net. Let's arm tap it and write n, et. Let's read our word. Magnet. Now, there's a little section here if the word has a schwa. When we have a word that has a schwa vowel, such as the word sandal, we're going to use our spelling voice. Notice that the word sandal has a schwa in the second syllable. That A is not saying its short vowel sound. It's making a sound. So we're going to use our spelling voice. So it would look like this. The word is sandal. Say it back. Sandal. We spell it sandal. Let's pound the syllables. Sandal. What's the first syllable? San. Let's arm tap it. And we're writing it as we're arm tapping it. Ah. Mm. Sandal. Second syllable. D. Ah. Oh. And now let's read our word. Sandal. But we say it sandal.